you should now pause and sketch the sets of points for which r is 7, for which r equals theta, and for which theta equals pi over 4. That is, stop and sketch all the points on the in the plane, in the polar plane, for which r equals 7. Then, this is actually easier than this one. I kind of threw that one in the middle there, but then you might want to do theta equals pi over 4, and then think about r equals theta. And as a hint for r equals theta, you might want to start by using a table of r versus theta and see what that tells you about the graph. So go ahead and pause and attempt those sketches. Okay, not doing these in any particular order. The theta equals pi over 4. Well, theta equals pi over 4 is the 45-degree angle. I've drawn a y-axis here along with the polar axis, and really I haven't drawn this on a polar system. I've drawn it on a rectangular system. On a polar system, I just have the polar axis, which starts here and goes this way. I wouldn't have the negative part, and I wouldn't have a y-axis. And of course I'd have the pole. But in any case, theta equals pi over 4 is a set of all points that you can get by going at an angle pi over 4 and any displacement. Now, any displacement means you can go in the positive direction along that pi over 4 angle, or you can go at the negative displacement, pi over 4. Okay, the fact that r is not mentioned in theta equals pi over 4 means that you have to have every possible r. This is a set of all points for which theta equals pi over 4. Since r is not mentioned, that means r can be anything. Now, what about the points where r equals 7? Well, you can see it here. And there's no big mystery to that. That's a set of all points that lie at a displacement of 7 from the pole, which is going to be a circle of radius 7 around the pole. Now, what about r equals theta? That one's a little bit trickier, and that's leading us into some further considerations here. Okay? Okay, r equals theta gives us this table. Okay, if we let theta be 0, pi over 2 pi, 3 pi over 2, and 2 pi, we get r values that are equal to the theta values, and then we can approximate those r values: 1.57, 3.14, 4.71, 6.28. If we plot those points, well, 0, 0 is going to be the pole. Pi over 2, 1.57, well, that means the angle pi over 2 is along the positive y-axis, and that point's going to lie here. And then pi 3.14, well, it's going to be along the direction pi, which is out this way, and 3.14 is twice as big as 1.57, so we've got to come out further. Now we start to see that as our angle gets bigger, we're coming out further and further from the pole. We go to 3 pi over 2, we're at distance 4.71 from the pole. At 2 pi, we're at distance 6.28 from the pole. So here's our progression.